Guys, for last class topic, arguments. Yeah, exactly. Guys, today I'll complete that variables and functions concept, and tomorrow we'll start the new topic, Python material. The class notes part one we are discussing. Yeah, variables and functions, right? Okay, good. First, last class we done is the function arguments, right? So we done with the default argument, required argument, keyword argument, variable argument. Variable argument means star, right? Star means it you can take the multiple values. Just do the practicals about this all examples. Last class I given assignment, one assignment. You try to check that assignment, guys. And today is last day for the inner functions and variables, guys. Inner functions. Declaring the function inside another function is called inner function, guys. Declaring the function inside another function is called what? Inner function, right? Exactly. To write the code, go to the file menu, others, Python. So here you can write the code. So def outer function. Inside the outer function, let me write the message like outer function code, outer function code. Inside the outer function, declare the def inner function here, def inner. So you can write the print message of this is what inner function code, right? Outer function code and inner function code, guys. Exactly. Yes, definitely you must call this out inner function inside the outer function itself, right? Here itself you have to call that function, guys. To call the function, I called inner function, right? I called inner function. Guys, alignment you have to check. This alignment, this right line is belongs to outer function code. This alignment is belongs to inner function code, right? That alignment you have to take care, guys. See, in outer function, I declared inner function and I called inner function, right? Yes or no? I called inner function or not? Exactly. So here I want to go for the function call. So to go for the function call now, simply I am calling outer function. Guys, this case would output now. This case would output now. And please save this code first dot py. Just to save the code first dot py. Now you can run this code Python. Pythy. See the output, guys. Here the outer function code and what this is called inner function code, right? There's outer function code and inner function code, right? Exactly. Yes, are you clear now? This is called inner function and what outer function declaration, right? Exactly. Yes, the case one just declaring the inner function inside the outer function. Declaring the function inside another function is called inner function. So we have to call the inner function inside which function, guys? Outer function, right? Inside the outer function itself, we have to call the inner function, guys. Good. Next one you can see outer function contains one variable. So name equal to something like Ratan. This is like inner one function. Inner one function simply saying like good morning message, good morning of common name. The point is, if the function contains data, the outer class contains multiple inner classes, right? Assume like this is my inner two. Inner two just I'm printing like here, good evening, right? Good evening. So good evening, comma again I'm printing the name, right? Exactly. It means outer function contains variable. All inner functions can access what outer function variable, right? Guys, that point is clear. All inner functions can access what? All inner functions can access what? Outer function data, right? Exactly, guys. All inner function, yeah, all inner functions can access what? Outer function data, right? Exactly. All inner functions can access what? Outer function data, right? Exactly. Good. Simply here you can call the inner one, guys. First function inner one, and second function is what? Inner two, right? Inner one and what? Inner two, guys. That is information, right? Exactly. So simply here I'm calling the inner one and what? Inner one and inner two, right? That's fine. Okay, sorry, clear now. Then run this code here. We got outputs like good morning Ratan and good evening Ratan, right? Good morning Ratan and good evening Ratan. Is that clear now? Good morning Ratan and what? Good evening Ratan, right? Yeah, so the conclusion is what? All inner functions can access what? Outer function data, right? Exactly, guys. Very good. And the next one, you can tell me one point here. I have the second case is clear. Good. If you go for third case, inner function also contains name equal to anu. I'm printing like good morning. Tell me guys, good morning comma, I'm printing like name variable here. I'm calling the inner function, inner of. After calling the inner function, yeah. Now this case what the output guys now? Guys, this case what is the output now? No, once again I can print the name here again. Here I'm printing the name means in the outer function code I'm printing the name, right? Exactly, guys. This case what is the output now? Observe carefully. Case example. Case one, a declaring function inside another function. Case two, all inner functions can access outer function data, right? And if you go for the case three here you can see. This is the case three, guys. I declared name equal to Ratan, name equal to Anu, good morning name. I'm calling inner function. After calling inner, again I'm printing the name, right? Exactly. Guys, this case what the output, please? Guys, what is the output now?
Good morning, Anu, and then it will print Ratan.
Good morning, Anu. Okay, this line is good morning, Anu, because this is a local variable. Then good morning, Anu, fine. What is this line is output?
Ratan.
Yeah, we got the outer class variable, right? We got the outer class variable, right? Outer class variable means what is the data, guys?
It's Ratan.
Yeah,
Ratan.
so you got the output like good morning, Anu, and we got the output is Ratan, right? Exactly. Yes, good morning, Anu, and we got the output is like Ratan is the output here. Good morning, Anu, and good morning, Anu and Ratan, right? It's fine. This example is fine, guys. But my question is, inside the inner function, this is my inner function, right? Inside the inner function, I want to change this variable. Then tell me, guys, then how can we change the outer variable inside the inner function? Global means outside of the functions, right, Venkatesh? Yeah, global will not work here. But the question is clear, right? Inside the inner function, I want to change the outer function variable, not global variable. Global variable means completely outside. I'm not
We can
talking about.
call after that name, function name, that variable name.
No, here I want to change this variable, so we have to call outer dot name. Huh? So is that outer dot name will work? No, right? Outer is not defined, it's saying like small outer. Huh? Okay. Oh, exactly. See guys, we can call using which variable name, guys? Outer dot name, right? Exactly, because see guys, once if we represent outer dot name means, then what happened, guys? Outer dot name means what happened here? Yeah, outer dot name means what happened? Initially it contains Ratan, right? Now the Ratan is changed to which value, guys? Here Ratan is changed to Anu. Ratan is changed to Anu means if really changed, then we have to get the output is what? Anu and Anu, right? But are you getting output is Anu and Anu, Ratan Ratan? Guys, that point is clear. Is this variable changing or not changing, guys? We are getting output is Ratan and Ratan only, right? Guys, you're getting output is what? Ratan and Ratan only. Your the variable is not changed, right? Exactly. Guys, but my question is clear, right? So inside the inner function, I want to change this variable. Okay. Inside the inner function, guys, to change the outer function variables. Guys, inside the inner function to change which variable, guys? Outer function variable. We require the keyword like non-local keyword, guys. For the keyword name here, non-local keyword, right? Non-local name, the name equal to no. Once you represent a non-local keyword, then you are representing which variable, guys? Here, outer function variable, right? Exactly, guys. So inside the inner function to represent the outer function variable, guys. Inside the inner function to represent what? Outer function variable. We are using the keyword like which keyword, guys? Here, non-local keyword, right? Non-local variable, guys. That is information here basically. Then run this code. We got the output is like good morning Anu and good morning Anu, right? Because initially it is Ratan, now it is changed to Anu. If it is changed to Anu means good morning Anu. This is also Anu, right? Exactly. Guys, the example is clear. So inside the inner function to represent outer function variables. Inside the inner function to represent the outer function variable, we require which keyword, guys? Here, guys, we require which keyword? Non-local keyword, right? Exactly. We required the non-local keyword. Guys, this case, what is the output? Take your own time, tell me the output properly. Yeah, I have this outer function variable. Inner one is there, non-local keyword I'm using. Inner two is there, non-local keyword I'm using. I'm printing the name, I'm calling inner two, inner one, again printing the name. Then two times I'm printing the name. Then what is the output? You guys check the code clearly. Two times I'm printing the name. Then what is the output?
It's Shravya, Naresh, and then Naresh.
No, no. How many print statements are there?
Or the first one name is.
Only two print statements, right? Guys, what's the output now fast? What happened, guys? Very silent. No response at all. I'm asking what is the output, man. Guys, please respond. What is the output? We got the output is Ravia and Naresha. Okay. No, Priyanka. I think first line. This is outer function variable you are printing, right? First line, Priyanka. First line you're printing the outer function variable means before calling this inner function, right? Before calling this inner function, what is the outer function variable? Ratan, right? The first line is Ratan is output, guys. Yes, first line what is output? First line is Ratan is output. Because before calling this inner function, before calling these functions, we are printing this name. Then what is the data here? Ratan, right? So first line output is Ratan, guys. Then we are calling inner two. We are calling inner two means what? This change Ratan is changed to Shravya. Then you are calling inner one. Then Shravya changed it to Naresh. Then you'll get the output is what? Naresh at last line. So first line is Ratan, next line what? Naresh, right? So the expected output is what? Ratan and Naresh, guys. Is that clear now? Ratan and Naresh, because I'm printing this name before calling the functions, right? Before calling the functions, what is the initial value here? It will be Ratan, right? That's what we got the output is what? Ratan, right? That's what we got the output is what? Ratan, right? That's all, guys. Hmm? Good. Guess you try for this example offline. So write the output of the example as also assignment. You try to complete that, and you try to complete this example outside the assignment. And we have one more assignments. Total three assignments are there. You check the three assignments, guys. Otherwise, out of three assignments, it is very simple. You try to tell me the answer for this example once. Okay, this is a simple assignment. What is the answer for this? Here, global keyword is there, non-local keyword is there. As you know, like global keyword means representing the global variable, right? representing the global variable, right? Guys, this case was output now. Y equal to 10, I think this is the global variable. So 40 to 60, yeah. Guys, how many print statements are there total? Three print statements are there. Here print x is there, print x is there, print y is there. So we have to say output three times, guys. So before saying output, just you try to check how many print statements are there, how many values will be printed, right? Hmm? Yeah, guys. So y equal to 10, this is the global variable. Then this is like x equal 42. Here simply print x. X initial value is how much here? 42 only, right? So you'll get the 42 only here. Then I'm calling inner. After calling inner, what I'm doing here, non-local x. Non-local x means what? We are changing the outer function variable, right? Yes, we are changing which variable here, outer function variable or not. Once if we change the outer function variable 65, then print x means what is printing 65, right? Exactly. And the global y, I represent the global variable, right? Global y, already y value is how much here? 10 is there already. Okay, global variable y is 10 is there, then y equal to 43. Then the printing y means what? 43, right? It means this is like 42, this is like 65. This is like 65. Hmm. Yeah, this is like print y means what? The data, guys, printing y means guys, printing y means that is 43, right? Exactly. Is that clear now, guys? You try to check that example. Remaining two assignments are there, you try to complete the remaining two assignments. Try to complete the remaining two assignment, right? Exactly, guys. Otherwise you try this example also now. What is output fast? Please this example tell me the correct answer, man. Guys, this example is output now. So val equal to 100.
Ratan, Anu, and then
Oh,
20.
cool, Ratan. Okay, first line is Ratan, guys, definitely. And second line output is Anu. Vinay, second line output is Anu, man. Printing name, right? How can you say 200? Printing name here. Name in the sense what? Anu, right? Because after calling the inner one, inner two. When you go inner one, it is changing the name, but inner two, there is no non-local, right? It's fine, guys. Yeah. So here printing which one, guys? Anu, right? Here Ratan, here Anu, and here printing value means hmm, printing value means now it will be 200, right? Because we are changing the outer function variable, right? So we'll get the output is what? 200, guys. Is it clear now? That is the information. Guys, assignments are clear. So I already shared these all the assignments. You try to check the assignments, guys. Okay, good. Guys, last class we done the star, right? Star means what? Guys, last class star means what? Variable argument, right? Exactly. Guys, we have the double star also. Double star means what? Keyword argument, basically. Keyword type, guys. So what is the difference between the star and the double star? The difference between the star and double star is while calling the function, guys, function call, yeah, function call. So you can write the disp expecting like 10, 20, 30. 10, 20, 30 means what? Star arg can take one value, multiple values. Guys, star arg can take one value, multiple values. Star arg can take the
Multiple
multiple values, right? Yeah, these three values you can take this one, guys, arg. Okay, and kwarg means how can we pass the data? a equal to a equal to 5, b equal to 6, c equal to 7, something like this you have to pass. This is like key value, guys. This is called key value, key value, key value. Star star, it will take the multiple key values, guys. Okay, star star can take what? One key value, multiple key values. Star star can take the multiple key values, right? Exactly. A equal 5, B equal 6, C equal 7, right? 5, 6, 7, guys. Now, if you want, you can see the output once so that we get some clarity. So here the output will be the oh, why KWRG? Yeah, here while printing, we have to print the KWRG, right? It's fine. Now see the output, guys, here. First case 10, 20, 30. Basically, it's a tuple format, guys. This is basically dictionary format. Okay. So tomorrow class we will install the list data, guys. List, tuple, set, dict. These are the data types next. Tomorrow class we will start the topics. But you try to understand that the star can store the data in which format, guys? Here list format. Guys, sorry, tuple format. You have the parentheses for 10 to 20, right? So here a equal to 5, b equal to 6, c equal to 7, right? This is called key, this is called value. Key, value, key, value. Yes, these keys are by default strings. This is string, right? In single quotes means what? In Python, single quotes or double quotes, these are basically string only, right? Exactly, guys. So star can take the normal regular values. Double star can take the keyword type, right? Guys, double star can take the data which format, keyword type or not. Exactly, guys. Along with the star, double star, we can pass the normal normal arguments also, even. Okay, even you can pass the normal arguments also. Along with the star and double star, we can pass the normal arguments, right? Yes or no, guys? X I'm passing the data. X means what? Normal argument, right? Guys, which value is taken as X then? I think 5 is taken as X. Star arg means what? 1, 2, 3. Star star kwarg means, guys, this variable name you can take anything. Don't think like only you have to pass kwarg, something like that. You can give any name, right? Basically, you can give what? Any name, right? Exactly. Kwarg, right? Yes, are you clear now? Kwarg dot values method, right? Kwarg dot values. See, guys, sum of arg means what? Sum of these three numbers. 1 plus 2 plus 3, total 6, right? Yeah. Sum of don't give like kwarg directly. Sum of don't give like kwarg. So sum of we have to give the kwarg dot values we have to use. Yes, that point is clear. Kwarg dot values we have to use, right? Exactly. So in this case, run this code. See, guys, what output here? First case 5 normal argument. Second case what? 1, 2, 3 star. This is called key value pairs. This is called sum of this data, and this is called sum of these values, right? Guys, we have to use a function like kwarg dot values function we have to use. Yes, the point is clear. We have to use the kwarg values function we have to use, right? Is that clear now? Exactly. That's the kwarg dot values method we have to use, right? Yeah, that is information, guys. Cool. Good, guys. That is the second case, right? And if you go for third case here, the third case here, see, I know like this like star star arg something like this. See, guys, I can pass the values like a equal 10, b equal 20, c equal 30, something like this. If you print the directly, if you print the kwarg means what happened, guys? Kwarg means what happened? It's printing both key and values, right? No, sir, I want to print only keys. If you want to print the keys, kwargs dot, we have to use function like keys function. Then see, guys, for the keys here is printing ABC is the keys, right? Guys, printing what? Keys format or not? If you want values means what? Kwarg dot. If you want only values, guys, values method we have, values function we have to use. because the values are how much here? 10, 20, 30, right? We're saying like dict keys are ABC, dict values are 10, 20, 30, right? Exactly. No, sir, I want iterate using for loop. So for x in KWARG value, printing x. KWARG, if you're making in for loop, by default it will take what type of data? Guys, in for loop by default it will take which values? For loop by default it will take which values? By default it is taking the keys, right? Exactly. How can you get the values? I want to get the values using for loop. How can you iterate the values using for loop? Guys, my question is clear. How can I iterate the values using for loop? To iterate the values using for loop, can I use the kwrgs dot kwrg dot which method, guys? Values method, right? That's it. Printing x variable. Then I can run this code, guys. See this output here. So 10, 20, 30, right? So this is called ABC and 10, 20, 30. Guys, by default for loop is taking which values here? By default for loop is taking like by default for loop is taking the keys, right? So if you get the values here, kw dot values, right? Exactly. So here so kw dot values, right? So values means what happened, the 10, 20, 30 will be repeated, right? It's fine, guys. Guys, are you clear now? This is called star versus single star versus double star. Guys, any questions between single star versus double star? Total we done the three cases. First case we are taking single star versus double star. Case 2, along with the single star double star, you can pass the normal arguments also. And case 3, using for loop, if you print the data, by default you take the keys. Then it can take the values. So yes, items in the sense both key and value. Then x and y can take the value. X and y can take the value. See, for example, here these three lines of, let me copy. Yeah, here if you paste the three lines, exactly. Here now you can see kwrg dot keys, kwrg dot values, and for loop to print the, by default for loop to print the data, guys. By default print the keys, for loop print the values, kwrg dot values method. For loop to print the both on key and values. So to get the both key and values, kwrg items we can use. When we use the items means what happens, guys? It take the key and value. That's what here I take an x and x and what y variable, right? Exactly. Guys, are you clear now? Yes, while passing the data, multiple keyword arguments you can take. Star means multiple normal values, guys. Double star means multiple keyword values. Guys, while calling the function, we have the keyword argument type, right? Yeah, like that, to take the multiple keyword arguments type, so you can go for double star. If you want to take the multiple normal values, you can go for the single star, right? You can go with the single star, guys. Exactly. There's one small observation here. Case 1 is my function is there. I declared function printing the high students and the Saturday exam, something like this. I am calling the function. This is valid and recommended, guys. And if you see case 2 is like even one line itself, you can write the code using comma separator, guys. Def my func print high students, comma print Saturday exam. I'm calling the function. Even this code is also valid. Even this code is also valid, guys, but recommend or not recommend means definitely not recommended, because everything is there in the single line, right? There is no standard, right? Guys, yes or no? There is no standard, right? That's what this line is recommended or not recommended. Guys, this line is recommended or not recommended? Definitely this line is what? Not recommended, right? Exactly. Good. Case 2 is like documentation string, guys. So here if you write the data, like inside the function you write the multi-line comments. To get the multi-line comments, you can go for the underscore underscore doc underscore underscore. get the doc string using underscore underscore doc, which is nothing but documentation string, guys. Doc string is nothing but what? Documentation string, which is nothing but a multi-line comments. To get the multi-line comments data here, you can go for the underscore underscore name, right? Exactly. And where you need to substitute the function name, so you can call using myfunc dot underscore underscore name, then you'll get the function name, right? Exactly. So just one normal two functions I'm using. One is underscore underscore name, one is underscore underscore doc, right? Underscore underscore name, guys. It's not a simple thing, guys. It's fine. Guys, last example, you can go with the type conversion for today class. So guys, today class we done the type conversion, like inner functions we discussed. After inner functions, we discussed star, single star versus double star. Inner functions, single star versus double star, and we discussed about type conversion example, guys. And if you go for the type conversion example, now you can see. So here, yeah, type conversion process, guys. I'm converting print of. So int of 10. Int of 10 means what happened, guys? 10 is anyhow integer value. You are converting integer file type only, right? It's fine, guys. But 10.5 is integer value. I'm converting which format here? Integer format, right? Yeah. So two lines we got the output is what? 10 and 10, right? Exactly. So guys, next one is like print of. So int of true. This case what the output, guys, now we are converting boolean into the integer. Boolean into integer. So next one is like you have to convert string like Ratan into integer. Because when you trying to convert Ratan into integer, is that Ratan to string conversion is possible, not possible, guys? Is Ratan to string is conversion possible, not possible? Not possible, right? Not possible means you'll get which error, guys, here? Value error. Guys, this is a int, float, boolean, into float, boolean, string, right? Exactly. But see one point here. This one is not possible. But here, can you make like 100 plus int of 200? I think this is possible, right? In double quotes, if you make the data, even though it's a string data, but it is able to convert in integer format, right? Guys, yes or no? It is able to convert in integer format or not? That's what you got. The output is 300, right? Guys, 100 is able to convert into integer format. That is fine. But Ratan is able to convert integer format or not? No, right? Yeah. Guys, I'm taking the data. I'm taking remaining all values. The same way you can take for the last line you got there, right? Yeah, exactly, guys. Next one, you can take the value for the float also. Conversion of float of 10.5. 10.5 is anyhow float. We are converting float format only, no problem. 10 into the float format, no problem. False into the float format, no problem. And tell me, guys. So 10.5 into float format plus float of what? Float of double quotes 10.2. I think this is possible, right? Guys, last four lines are possible, not possible?
Yes, sir.
Possible, right? Yeah, because false means float format means what? 0.0, right? So you guys 10.5, 10.0, 0.0, 27.7, right? Exactly. Now if you see like float of what? Rathan again. Tell me, guys, is Rathan is able to convert into float format or not? Guys,
No.
Rathan is able to convert into float format or not? No, right? Yes or no, guys? No, right? Then you'll get the output is what? Float of revenue means what? Value error, right? Value error, guys. It's not possible to convert, right? Exactly. In the same way, you can go for the Boolean data. Boolean of true. Boolean of true means what the data, guys? Boolean of true means what? True only, right? Boolean of zero means, guys, Boolean of zero.
False.
Hmm. Boolean of zero means false, huh? Okay, Boolean of zero means false. Boolean of 10.5. I think Boolean of 10.5 means hmm, other than true false, right? Boolean of 10.5, Boolean of 10, Boolean of Boolean of string. I think, see, guys, other than true false, by default what it returns? By default it returns a true, right? Exactly. Then true plus true means this line, what is the expected output? Maybe, guys, true plus true means what is output now? True plus true means last line we got error. Why could not convert the okay? String to could not convert the string to float. Which line, man? This is a line. Okay, leave it. Now we can run this code, guys. Last time we got the output is 3, right? Because this is like 1, 1, 1. Yeah, 1, 1, 1. Because yeah, 1, 1, 1, right? 1, 1, 1 means what? Because this is a true, converted to Boolean format. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 means what? 2, right? 3, right? Exactly. Yes, last line is clear. Huh? Next one is what? So Boolean of string format true. Otherwise, we can take the Boolean of what? False. Yes, Boolean of true and what? Boolean of false. Last one was output now. We got output is 2, right? 2. Wow. Why 2, guys? Why 2 is clear? Huh? Guys, why 2 means it won't. This is not a Boolean, right? Guys, this is a double quote. So this is a double quotes means is it Boolean or string? This is
String.
a string. This is also string. String means what? By default is taken as a true, right? Yes or no? By default is taken as a true, right? That's what we got the output is 1 plus 1, right? 1 plus 1 means 2, right? Is that point is clear, everyone? Yeah, this conversion you have to take care, guys. Boolean of true, Boolean of 0, Boolean of 10.5, 10 not written, Boolean of true and what? False, right? Boolean of true and what? False. Is that clear now? Good. So next one you can see string data, float data, Boolean data here. String values. If you check the string plus string, this line what is output now? I'm converting integer into the string format, float into the string format, string into string format is not required, it's fine. Yeah, this case what output guys now? Then you look at the output is 10, 20, 10.5, 20.2, true and false, right? True and what? False. Guys, the type conversions are clear, right? All? The integer format, float format conversion, Boolean format. While taking the Boolean format, you have to take it. And this is like string format, right? Exactly, guys. And this line, last line, you can see normal code. Just I'm doing like conversion and converting. First I'm converting Boolean of Rathan. Boolean of Rathan means what the value to be taken now? This is like other than
String.
true false, right? 1. 1 into the float format. 1 into the float
1.0.
format. 1.0. 1.0 into integer format.
1.
1. So what the final expected output, guys? So 1, right? Last line you can see the output here 1. Is that clear? Yeah, you try to check this example, guys. We try to check this example. If the conversion is not possible, you get to error, guys. If the conversion is not possible, we get to error here. Type error, right? Value error, right? Yeah, this line will generate like value error. If the type conversion is not possible, value error. Here also type conversion is not possible, value error, right? Yeah, guys, that's all with the variables functions. I think we done the variables and functions 2 chapters. So by combining these two, I done the 4 days almost. Yeah, we'll meet in tomorrow class. We'll start the new topic, guys, which is like PEP 8 standards, Python enhancement proposals, PEP 8 standards. Is very clear now? Yeah. So tomorrow,
Sir,
tell me.
can you share as last class assignment codes that I have completed, but I just wants to check the code.
Yeah, tomorrow I'll check. I have some work now. Tomorrow I'll check it definitely. So here you can check the Python 6 p.m. So here you have the Python variables and functions. Yeah, that's all. Just tomorrow we'll meet, guys. Bye.